Hi, Heather here from Yogista with a total body Pilates workout for you. One comment I often get after my classes is, wow, that was great, you worked my whole body, to which I say thank you, but what I'm thinking is, duh, of course we're gonna work your whole body. Pilates can make you feel instantly lengthened and worked and toned, so why leave something out? So we're gonna do a lot of abs, hips, butt, legs, arms. Did I say abs? A lot of abs. So join me in this total body Pilates workout. Be your strongest you. Sit nice and tall, your back nice and straight, crown of the head up towards the ceiling, chin slightly tucked. Let's take the shoulders up, back, and down, lowering them away from the ears. One more time, shoulders up, back, and lower them down. I'm going to keep them lowered away from the ears as much as possible. We're going to come into our breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth like you're blowing out a candle. Let's do that again. Inhale, let your ribs expand laterally. Exhale, belly button in towards the spine and lower abdominals up and in. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Taking your right hand down. Inhale, lift arm up and over. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale back. Finding a little length on this side. Left arm out, right arm up and over. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale to come back. Let's take the soles of the feet together in front of us. And inhale, take your arms up overhead, interlacing the fingers, releasing the index finger. Remember to keep those shoulders down and back, chest proud. You can keep your toes on the floor. You can take your feet up a few inches off the mat. Inhale here, and on your exhale, you're going to take your arms over to the right, following with your gaze, and inhale back. Exhale left. And back, and to the right, and to the left, and to the right, following it with your eyes, and right, and left. One more time, right, and left. Take the soles down, fold forward, warmed up a little bit. Tuck the chin into the chest, roll up, and bring those knees together. So you're going to turn so you are eventually all the way down on your back, giving yourself enough space. Taking the soles of the feet on the floor, shoulders up, down, and back, keeping that chest proud. You're going to reach your fingertips in front of you, and on your exhale, pull your shoulder blades back into their sockets. One more time, fingers forward, and exhale, pull those shoulders back, keeping them engaged. Inhale here. On your exhale, belly into the spine. You're going to curl your back like a C, gazing down at your cheeks. Inhale, come back up. Again, exhale, roll back like a C. Inhale back. Exhale again, a little bit deeper, rolling here. Inhale back. And now here, belly into the spine and roll all the way down, so you make your way all the way down on your back. Palms beside you, soles of the feet on the floor, feet are hip distance apart. You want to have the back of the head and shoulders on the floor. Your chin is slightly tucked so your back is long. Inhale here. Exhale, belly into the spine so the back settles down into the floor. Interlace your hands behind your head, keeping your elbows wide, cradling the back of the head with the hands. Inhale here, and on your exhale, you're going to curl up and gaze at that space between your thighs. You're letting that belly into the spine and back ribs on the mat. Inhale, come back down. Exhale up. Inhale back. A few more times like this. Exhale up. Inhale back. Exhale, belly into the spine. Keep the elbows wide. You're lifting with your core. Inhale back. And exhale up. Inhale back. Adding on a rotation this time. Exhale up. Rotate to the right. come back to center and down. Exhale up, rotate left, back to center and down. Exhale up, rotate right, back to center and down. Exhale left, rotate and center and down. One more time. Exhale up, rotate right, back to center, take it down. And exhale up and rotate left and back and down. Release your head. Bring your hands beside you, keeping the palms on the floor and the shoulders down. Inhale here, and on your exhale, we're going to bring the knees to a tabletop position. That means your knees are over your hips, your shins are parallel to the floor, and your toes are pointing directly in front of you. On your next inhale, you're going to lower those toes just an inch above your mat. And on your exhale, bring the knees back to tabletop. Inhale, toes lower. Exhale, back. Inhale, toes come just to hover. Exhale, back. Couple more times like this, hovering those toes, warming up your hip flexor. Exhale, back. And one more time, toes hover. And bring the knees back. Now you're going to add the arms. So reaching the fingertips up to the ceiling, you're going to pull your shoulder blades back. One more time, fingertips up and engage the shoulders. From here, you're going to do the arms and the toes, hovering just above your mat, and exhale back. Inhale to extend. And exhale back. Inhale to extend. Exhale back. Couple more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale back. And one more time. Inhale here. And exhale back to tabletop. From here, interlace your hands behind your head so your elbows stay wide. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, belly into the spine. You're curling up again, looking at that space between the thighs. And inhale back down. Exhale up. Inhale back. Exhale up. Inhale back. And exhale up. Inhale back. This time, exhale up, but only come halfway back. Push it up and halfway back. Push it up, halfway back. And push it up, halfway back. Last time, push it up here, a little higher still. We're going to come into some pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down, lower the soles down, and take the palms beside you. Making sure the chin is slightly tucked so the back is nice and long and the back of the head and shoulders stay on the mat. You're going to walk those heels a little bit closer up to your glutes, making sure you can touch the back of the heels just about with those fingers, keeping the feet hip distance apart and pressed into the floor. Inhale here, and on your exhale, let's send the hips up to the ceiling, coming into a shoulder bridge, keeping the back of the head and shoulders on the mat. And inhale, take it back down. Exhale, push it up. And inhale back. A couple more times like this. Exhale up. And inhale back. And exhale up. Sending those hips high. And inhale back. Okay, now you're going to take your toes off the mat so you're just resting on your heels. Inhaling to prepare, and exhale, sending the hips up. And inhale back. And exhale up. And inhale back. Exhale up. Inhale back down. And exhale up. And inhale back. Making it a little harder still. You don't have those toes on the mat for support, and now you're not going to have your arms. You're going to reach them up to the ceiling, keeping them shoulder distance apart. Inhale here, and exhale, send the hips up. Inhale back down. Exhale, hips up. Inhale back. exhale to lift. Send them as high as you can. Inhale back. And one more time. Exhale up. And roll the back down, one bone at a time. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze here. From here, you're going to take your right knee with both hands. Extend your left leg long. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, belly into the spine, and you're going to curl up, taking your forehead to your right knee. You're going to keep those head and shoulders lifted off the mat. And exhale to switch. And switch. Keeping the belly into the spine, keeping the head and shoulders lifted. For 3 and 2 and 1. Stay up here. Bring the knees together. Take hold either on the outside of the knees or all the way to your ankles if you can. Inhale, extend the arms and legs. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale to extend. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, long. Exhale, back. Couple more times. Reach. Sweep it back. And last time, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in. Lower the head down for a moment. Interlace your hands behind your head so your elbows are wide. Let's take the toes up to the ceiling. Inhale here and exhale, curl up. From here, you're going to lower those legs down and bring them back. Keep the head and shoulders lifted, elbows wide, and back. Exhale to lower. Inhale back. Exhale, lower. And inhale back. And one more time, lower them down and bring them back up. Pull the knees into the chest, lower your head down, and this time take your arms out to a T. So you got your palms on the floor and shoulders down. We're just going to come into a little twist to recover here, taking the knees over to the right side and gaze left. Couple of breaths. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, knees over to the left and gaze right. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And inhale, come back to center. Okay, from here, you're going to take the toes up to the ceiling, pointing the toes up. Okay to have a little bend in the knee if that feels better in your hips. Palms down on the floor or underneath your tailbone for a little bit of extra support. Got those toes together. We're going to make little circles on the ceiling. Keeping the hips down, keeping the back of the head on the mat, keeping the chin slightly tucked, and not taking any tension into your neck. And we're going to circle it the other way. For 3 and 2 and 1. Now we're going to take those toes and make little letter C's going in opposite directions, like propellers on a helicopter. Now we're going to take those propellers down for 4 and back up for 4. Lower down, back up. Lower down, back up. One more time like this. Back up. Now we're going to come to lowering them down, maybe taking them parallel to the floor if that's available to you. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a moment to hug it in. And we're going to take those legs out to 45 degrees. Palms beside you or underneath the tailbone if that feels better. Opening the legs out and exhale, scissor back. Open wide, scissor back. For 3, last 2, 1 more. And bring those heels together, coming into our heel beats. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in for a moment. And And stretch those legs long to the front of your mat. Take your arms long. Take a couple of breaths here. Okay, so you're going to take your feet about hip distance apart. You're going to point those toes up to the ceiling and ground those legs onto the mat. From here, reach your fingertips up to the ceiling, keeping them shoulder distance apart. Take an exhale and pull your shoulders down into the floor. Let's do that one more time. Fingertips lift. And exhale, shoulders back. Keeping the shoulders engaged and the arms shoulder distance apart and the legs grounded. We're going to come into a roll-up. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, gaze down at your cheeks, belly into the spine, and you're going to curl up using your core and come reach past seated. Inhale, sit tall. Back is straight. Exhale now, belly into the spine, using that C curve to roll down one bone at a time. Fingers up to 90. Inhale here. Exhale, belly into the spine, curl up and reach past the toes. Inhale, sit tall, and exhale, belly into the spine, fingers up to the ceiling. Couple more. Inhale here. Exhale, belly in, curl up, reach past your toes. Inhale, and exhale, roll back down. And here's our last one. Inhale here. Exhale, curl up, and reach past your toes so you're sitting nice and straight. Inhale here, and on your exhale with a straight back hinge and hold. Hold here for 5. Shoulders down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back. Back is straight. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge back again, maybe going an inch deeper. Okay. Inhale, come back. One more time, hinge straight back. Hold it here. Right arm up, left arm up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale, sit tall, and exhale, belly into the spine. Slowly lower that back down, one bone at a time. Let's hug those knees into the chest. And take your right leg over your left. Take your left wrist with your right hand. Bring your chin into your chest so you're making a tight little ball here. And we're going to rock up and over until we come to all fours. Okay. So you've got those wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Stretch the back up to the ceiling like a cat. Take an inhale, tip it back, stretching that back. And now coming to a flat neutral position. So you're gazing at a spot on the front of your mat. Your back is straight in one line. Your tailbone stays parallel to the floor. Take your right arm up so it's in line with your shoulder, and your left leg so it's in line with your hip. You're keeping that back straight and the tailbone stays parallel to the floor. Taking your arm and leg out to your opposite diagonals and come back. Out to your diagonals, back to center. Out to your diagonal, back to center, and one more time out, back to center. Lower the right hand down and the left knee down. Making sure you're straight, tailbone parallel, both hip bones shine on the mat. Left arm up in line with the shoulder, right leg in line with the hip, staying extended. And from here out to your diagonal and back to center. Take it out. And back, take it out, and back, and one more time out, and back. Lower the hand down, lower the knee down, quick seat to feet, stretching out that back. Take your finger pads onto the mat, and lift your wrists off like you've got little grapefruits under the hand. And take the palms back down and come to lie on your belly. Keeping your legs down on the floor, your hands to either side of your shoulders, and your forehead at center. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, you're going to lift your head and chest and hands to hovering, stretching that upper back, and come back down. This time, lifting the head and chest, pulling the shoulder blades a little closer together, and take the arms out to the side. This is really good for your posture. Pull those shoulder blades a little closer together, lift a little higher, and let's make little circles here with those arms. And circle it the other way for 3 and 2 and 1. Take the hands down and rest your forehead on your palms. And we're going to work the legs a little bit from here. So you're going to take your feet about hip distance apart. Inhale to prepare. And on your exhale, you're going to lift both legs up away from the mat and take it back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale back. Okay, this time, exhale, lift them up, bring the heels together and bend those knees in like a frog and push it out. Bend it in and push it out. Bend it in and reach. Couple more times. Here's our last one. Bring it in, stretch it long, coming into heel beats like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Push yourself back. Quick seat to feet. And we're going to make our way back up to all fours. Making sure your wrists are under your shoulders and knees are underneath your hips. I'm going to work those legs and your booty. You're going to stretch your right leg back and take your right leg up so it's in line with your hip, pointing those toes to the wall behind you. We're going to make little circles on the wall. Working in control, keeping that back straight. And go the other way. For 3 and 2 and 1. We're going to pulse that leg straight up to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee now so the sole's up to the ceiling, pulsing here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking the knee down, and now directly out to the side like a fire hydrant. And back, out, straight up, and up. For 2, 1 more. And let's make little circles on the side wall like there's a paintbrush on your knee. And circle it the other way. For 3 and 2 and 1. Take the knee down. Take a quick seat to feet. Stretch it out before we do the other side. And come back. So one more time, making sure those wrists are under the shoulders. Knees are under the hips. Back is straight. Take your left leg back. Stretch it up so it's in line with the hip. And point those toes to the wall behind you. Making little circles on the wall. Staying in control. And circle the other way. For 3 and 2 and 1. Let's pulse that leg up to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee down for a moment, then out to the side. And 2 Last one, and making little circles on that side wall, like there's a paintbrush on your knee. And take it the other way. For 3, and 2, and 1. Awesome. Take the knee down. Quick seat to feet, stretching out those hips. Take your arms over to the right side. And back to center. And to the left. Come back to center. Coming back to all fours one more time. This time you're going to take your elbows down onto the mat directly underneath your forearms. Elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Making sure they're shoulder distance apart. Take your palms down to the floor so you're opening your chest and back. You're going to make our way into a plank like this, option to come to your knees at any time. Take your right and left leg back, belly into the spine, heels reaching behind you, and hold here. One straight line. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the knees down. Okay, one more time, making sure those elbows are down directly in line with the shoulders. Stepping the right and left leg back. Finding your plank, belly in. Right leg lifts. And down. And left leg lifts. And down. Take the knees down. Curl up. And let's make our way to a comfortable seated position. Maybe kneeling here, maybe taking your toes under to stretch your feet a little and sit nice and tall. Taking the arms out to shoulder height and pretending you've got little golf balls in the hands that you're not going to drop, keeping those shoulders away from the ear, back is straight. You're going to make little circles with those arms. Not letting the golf balls fall. And circle the other way. Now you've got soccer balls in those hands, making bigger circles, keeping those arms moving. And go the other way. 3, and 2. And 1, bring your elbows together, bring your palms together, pulse them up to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and shake it out. Stretch your right arm across, and your left. And come to a comfortable seated position. Sitting nice and tall. Your back in one straight line, shoulders up, down, and back, chest proud. And take one hand to the belly. Inhale here. Exhale, belly into the spine and lower abdominals up and in. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Take a moment to scan your body, feeling toned and lengthened. Try to keep that feeling with you as you go through your day. And thank you so much for working out with me.